Hey guys, this is Naveen here. Welcome back to Naveen Automation Labs. A quick video and update on WebDriver Manager. As you know that if you are not aware of it, WebDriver Manager 5.0 version is actually available in the market. Long time back, like few months back they released. So couple of things that we can do with respect to WebDriver Manager 5.x versions. One important thing I'll tell you today that you don't need to write now WebDriver driver equal to new ChromeDriver. WebDriver Manager will take care of it. As we know that WebDriver Manager will take care of your binaries also, your .exe files. Now it will take care of your WebDriver initialization as well. So what we have to do, we just need to go to Google and then simple write WebDriver Manager Maven and take the latest dependency of WebDriver Manager, that is you can see recently released April 2022 5.1.1. 5 version actually came in August 2021. But we are going to use this one, and then just copy this dependency. If you are using the Maven project, copy this and go back to your pom.xml file and see earlier I was using this WebDriver Manager 4.2 version. I'm already having it in this particular project. So before using the latest version, I'll show you one change here. So let me just go to new and let's create a class. Let's see, this is my sample web class that I have created. Main method, click on finish. So earlier what we used to do that we don't need to write any system.set property with the WebDriver Manager. So WebDriver Manager with 4 version, we used to write it like this: WebDriver Manager dot ChromeDriver dot setup, and then after that we have to write WebDriver driver equal to new ChromeDriver. So let me write a simple script over here, is equal to new ChromeDriver, and then I'm going to write my driver dot get any URL, for example http www.google.com. okay, and then after that I'll just print on the system, on the console, that is driver dot get title, and then I want to print its title as well, so title and the URL as well, and then after that I just want to quit the browser. Perfect, very straightforward. So this guy will take care of the binary, whatever the binary version is available in your system and whatever the browser version is available, if both are compatible. So you don't need to write system.set property and ChromeDriver.exe or GeekoDriver.exe file path. You don't need to give that. So that is what's happening up to 4.x version that we are using. We are not using the latest version right now. See, this is actually running or not. So it's absolutely working fine. You can just simply check that. Yeah, the Chrome is getting launched and google.com done. Perfect. Now what we can do is that if you see this ChromeDriver dot, there is one method, create method, that they have introduced, but this create method is not available in 4.x version. So now I have to use this 5.1.1 version, that I'm going to use this dependency, and then I'm going to replace the 4.2.0 with the latest version. Press Ctrl Shift F and then save it. So this is the latest version got added. Now see this. What you can do is that you can just simply write ChromeDriver dot, just write create, that's it. And now you don't need to write this line. And this create actually is giving you the WebDriver instance, so you can just store inside the WebDriver reference directly here, which is equal to this. And now you don't need to write a driver equal to new ChromeDriver or anything. Just simple say that run as Java application. So with one single command, one single line, you are just initializing your binaries. See this, Google url.com. So with one single method, one single line, you are initializing your binary, system.set property for the ChromeDriver, as well as you are doing initialization of the driver with ChromeDriver as well. And it will work for Safari, it will work for Chrome and Firefox and Edge browser and other drivers also. It will work fine. In fact, if you really want to run with the Chrome options, you can do that as well. So you can simply write, let's see, Chrome options. Generally we use it, let's see, for the headless mode or incognito mode or any Chrome options that you want to use that also you can use it. So let's see, Chrome options object that I'm going to create, and then I'm saying co.set headless mode. I want to run the headless mode like this, or you can add -- headless also. So what you just need to do, instead of writing like this, ChromeDriver dot, see this, you can just add with the capabilities. If you have any other capabilities like a desired capability or Chrome capabilities, that also you can pass it. See, I'm passing CO over here, and then I want to create the instance of the WebDriver. Perfect. So let's run it again. So let's see it is running in the headless mode or not. So see, browser is not getting launched. It's running in the headless mode, and then you are getting the right output. Perfect. The same thing you can try with the Firefox as well as some other browsers as well. With other different Chrome options, Firefox options, you can use that. So this is just a small thing that I really want to highlight. That's all for this video, guys. Please subscribe to the channel, share this feature with others. Let me know if you have any issues. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care and God bless you all.